Here is your latest African news. Africa. Biden administration launches initiative to build US-Africa trade. The administration of the US President Joe Biden has kicked off the Prosper Africa Build Together initiative by requesting $80 million from Congress to build trade and investment between the United States and Africa. Dana Banks, US Senior Director for Africa at the National Security Council, said Wednesday in an online news briefing that the US was ready to do business with the continent of Africa. However, some critics say that the trade and investment plan could undermine the current African Continental Free Trade Area, which was established in 2019. That agreement promotes the free movement of goods and people across the continent. Somalia. Somalia's Jubaland State to elect senators on Thursday. Somalia's Jubaland State will finally vote for senators on Thursday, a process which will kickstart the twice-delayed electoral season in the country. The decision came after Jubaland leader Ahmed Madobe finally issued a list of candidates. Jubaland is the first of Somalia's 5 states to vote in a month-long Senate election. Elections in Puntland, Galmudug, Hirshabelle and Southwest, as well as special delegates vote for senators representing Somaliland, will be conducted during this particular time. South Africa. SA appalled by AU's decision to give Israel observer status. The South African government says it is appalled at the unjust and unwarranted decision of the African Union Commission, AUC, to grant Israel observer status in the African Union. According to a statement by the Department of International Relations and Cooperation, DIRCO, on Wednesday, they said that the African Union Commission has taken the decision unilaterally, without consultations with its members. The decision to grant Israel observer status is even more shocking in a year in which the oppressed people of Palestine were hounded by destructive bombardments and continued illegal settlements of their land. The Department of International Relations and Cooperation statement read on Wednesday. The department believes that the unjust actions committed by Israel towards the Palestinians offend the letter and spirit of the Charter of the African Union. Kenya. Local residents want British Army trainings stopped after a fire. The Loldega community in Laikipia County wants the British military stopped from conducting trainings at Loldega Hills, terming continued exercises as contemptuous to the community living next to the 49,000-acre ranch. Through their lawyer, Kel Kubai, the residents told the Environment and Lands Court in Nyeri on Wednesday that despite the UK military allegedly causing a fire 4 months ago, trainings are still undergoing. During a virtual session held yesterday, Justice Angima heard that the military's actions were contemptuous to the community. This was after Justice Angima issued orders on June the 4th, asking 6 residents joined in the suit to invite the rest of the community forward. In this petition that's now new, the community alleges that the respondents have admitted their culpability in causing the fire, and as a result, toxic and poisonous fumes produced by the fire have been absorbed into the atmosphere and will be emitted to the environment through the rains. Zimbabwe. Government halts Chinese mining activities in game reserve. Government departments implicated in granting Chinese firm Afroshin a controversial special mining grant inside Mavuradona Game Park were on Monday summoned for a crisis meeting in which they traded blame, leading to government suspending the company's operations. According to sources who attended the crisis meeting that sought to address public outcries arising from Afroshin's irresponsible mining activities inside the wildlife reserve, which is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it was unanimously agreed that the Chinese company should immediately fold operations. Tanzania. Samia Suluhu Hassan kicks off Tanzania's COVID vaccination with the first jab. Tanzania's new president launched a coronavirus vaccination drive on Wednesday, in one of the last countries in the world to start inoculating its people. The mass vaccine rollout started with Hassan, 61 years old, getting her jab after a ceremony broadcast live on television in the financial capital, Dar es Salaam. Tanzania will give priority to special groups of frontline workers, the elderly, and those with underlying diseases. It received just over 1 million single-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccines from COVAX, the global initiative that seeks to provide equitable access to doses for lower-income countries. US Ambassador Donald Wright, whose country donated the J&J vaccines via COVAX, said on Twitter that the development was a historic moment that hopefully marks the turning of the tide against the COVID-19 pandemic in Tanzania. Plans are also underway to procure doses from the Pfizer, BioNTech, Moderna, and Chinese vaccine makers Sinovac and Sinopharm, the government has confirmed. Thanks for watching. Visit our YouTube channel, Tunacheki, to watch our weekly news reports and our website at tunacheki.tv for all the latest news updates. You can directly support this new series by becoming our YouTube member or becoming a patron. And remember, Africa is watching. And please feel free to leave your suggestions, news tips, or topics about Africa that you'd like us to explore.